Just did my makeup, so we're gonna do my hair now for work, take them out of rollers, and I'm gonna tell you about my brow story after not getting my brows done for 2.5 years. Also, my nails is another story. It's just disaster. Exactly the worst brows I've ever had done. I got them done about 2 weeks ago, so there is, or like a week and a half ago, so there is like a little bit of regrowth, but when I go in to get my brows done, I always feel like I need to say a few things about how I would get my brows done. And it's the exact same when people would come get their hair done by me and they would say, I have a cow's lick, I have this parting, or I have something at the back. And I always listen to it because I feel like you're clearly telling me this because another hairdresser didn't listen, or you didn't say it and then you weren't happy with the results. So that's why I was always happy when people would tell me. And I used to get my brows done by a girl at home, and I got them done for a couple of years. So I feel like I'd said it to her like once, and then she just really listened to me, and she would even like say things about my issues, like when I would go get my brows done stuff. Whenever I went in, she was like, oh, so everything's still good, yada yada. And then I got my brows done by a girl I worked with, and I really liked the way she did them. And I feel like she listened to me. And I think when you work with someone as well, you always make sure everything's perfect because you have to look at it every day as well. And you don't want like your colleagues saying anything bad as well, or like because they feel like they might be able to complain. Anyway, so I have a mole here, as you can see, and it grows hairs, and hairs from my brows grow really close to it. So when I went in for my brow appointment, I told her that I like to have this side a lot thinner, just because otherwise I can thicken it up with the pencil and like darken it. But if it's left thicker, it blends into my mole, as you can kind of see now, and it makes this side look a bit droopier and like it looks too full and a bit droopier to me when I look at it. Also, like this side grows up, this side grows to the side, and on day to day I don't really care too much because I'm just going to work, so I just put a bit of brow gel in. But if I am going like to a wedding or a party or something, I will make sure I put like a little bit more effort into my brows. But anyway, so I was like telling her all this, and I could tell as I was saying it, and it's only about 30 seconds of talking, I could tell as I think I'm just going to use some rosemary water in my roots, just do it every morning. I could tell she just didn't really care. And then once I stopped talking, she was like, okay, so I'm just going to draw them on, then we're going to take it from there. And that's how I do it. And I was like, oh, that's okay, that's cool, yeah, whatever you want, just wanted to let you know. And then she drew them on, and I mean they were okay, but once they were drawn on, there was nothing I could really say, and there was no problem because I was like, I'm not going to draw them on the same. She drew them on quite thicker. So I was like, yeah, that's cool, just as long as you make this side a little thinner and don't wax over it. I want her to wax over because you always hear like them horror stories, and I just didn't want to be a part of any horror story. I just wanted my brows done the way I wanted them. And she was just really nervous around the mole, and like I get it because I've had other people actually say to me while they were doing my brows, like I used to have a friend that would do them, and she used to go like, I'm so nervous about going near mole or whatever, so she would just put all around there, and then I would trim it, and it was fine. It always turned out okay. But when other people act overconfident about it, and then you can tell they're really nervous, it just makes me more nervous. And then when she was asking about how far to cut down, not critiquing her, I think I'm just critiquing because when I got home, my brows just looked so different from my face. They were a lot thicker, they were a lot darker, and I think I just wanted to get out of there because I just felt I'm just using like 3 drops of white oil. I can't find any other serum. I think I just wanted to get out of the beauty salon because I just felt like I wasn't really being listened to. And I don't think she was that much older or whatever. I mean, I'd say maybe like mid-30s or something. But I feel like it's such a thing now just to like listen to your clients and exactly what they want, and you know what I mean. I was staying for another couple of months, and now I need them done again. I 100% would have went back in and got them done, but because it was just the whole experience was a bit dismissive on her behalf towards me, I just don't really want to go back. Oh no, my brows were still plucked and they were still okay. They've waxed, so they're not too bad, and I'm just gonna pluck out those ones, and I get home in like 8-9 weeks or something, so then I can just go get them done by the girl that did them before, and I know she'll do a good job and I'll be really happy. But I think that's always the problem when you get your hair, your brow, anything done by someone new for the first time. It always makes you wonder, or it always makes you uncomfortable, and you're lucky if you find someone that does it the first time completely perfect. But I feel like if you don't listen as someone who provides a service, you're not going to do exactly what the customer wants because you're not listening to everything that they say. It's so curly, I love it. I actually might do half up, half down when I'm dressed. But I'm just gonna let it sit for a while and do its thing. I ran out of Olaplex oil the other day, which was really annoying, but bio oil is still okay. Rosemary water on my roots, and yeah. For listening to me to ramble on for a while, but I'm happy with my hair and how it's turned out anyway. Nice and curly, and yeah. Try heatless curls if you haven't tried them.